Hello. Wanted to make a quick video about a fortified Atal Dazar plus 27. I'm gonna go through this video a bit more thoroughly. I should also open up WoW so I can show you the precise route that we're playing. This is with two random people. The Evoker I do not know. The Monk I do not know. We are starting off with going down to the left. To the left, to the left. Doing a triple pack pull here. Gonna be this first pack, the second pack that is standing here, and the two mobs to the left side. Gotta be quick here though, because this, I think it's the Confessor or the Augur that is pathing, and you don't want that in. I'm gonna show it right here in a second. So I just pull these and then we pull back. Then I target the Confessor. Yeah, it's that guy pathing, alright. Target the Confessor, and the first thing he does is Mending Mod. And I'm pretty sure I missed that kick. Yeah, because I'm fucking busy with other things. But I've still got no clue what the fuck that does. I keep on missing that constantly. Oh, that's whatever. You can let the first one through, yeah. Who is it healing here? Healed that guy. I mean, that's whatever. Then we have the other cast, which is one Zamdi's Mantle. Calls upon the power of the lower to make all nearby allies immune to crowd control effect. That's what you really have to kick. We lost this pull, obviously. So if you don't kick it, you can't stun that. So you would have to get those fire enchant kicks, or you're actually just probably all dead, because the fire enchant is dealing a decent amount of AoE damage, especially on a 27. And you also have to dodge shit on the ground. So the Juggernauts, they charge allies. They also enrage, but they charge allies primarily. 7-second CD or so. You can stun them when the charges of CD and it will go through, or you can charge them to root them whilst they would cast the charge and they're not gonna go anywhere. You can also probably dodge it after they have casted the charge before they reach a position. The smallies do hurt on a fortified week. I wouldn't recommend taking anything extra like the Stalk or anything else. Taking some Sky Screamers, clearing whatever to just get CDs back up. I think we're taking these and the other small swords as well. Then we go back. The Sky Screamers do a cast, which, if let through, it fears everyone. So you do want to make sure to kick that. Otherwise it's fucking bad, yeah? I think I take these in now, yeah? Yeah. And as you can see, these jumped random people in the group. Hurts quite a bit on them. Whatever. Go past. See, this Stalker is stealthed somewhere between this path. Got it. Stalkers do two things: a venomous blade on you, which you can reflect, and also dispel the effect. The Honor God does a splash ability, which deals a tremendous amount of damage. Nuke the totems, because that prevents allies from going beneath 90%, if I recall correctly. And the Honor God's does a bleed on you, and he does a splash effect and poop on the ground. The Stalkers also does Fan of Knives, basically AoE, which does end up dealing a decent amount of AoE damage. And again, the Shield Bearers do a AoE shield, which reduces damage taken of everyone standing inside of it. This is a pretty rough pull. I'm not sure if I would recommend doing it. Maybe you should, I don't know, nuke the honor guard to begin with or something else. I don't think the way is to play 3 stalkers, because it's a lot of AoE damage going out. A lot of damage on tank as well, with the bleeds going and so forth. It's probably the hardest pull here, I would say. Not mechanically wise, but just damage wise. And I should shield wall, or am I actually delaying it? After this, we are skipping. He caged the stealthed guy that is patrolling here. This guy, he uses spectral sight, cages it, then he runs past. Usually you wouldn't pull this pack, usually you would just take this pack, run over here, and then shadow meld later. So we're waiting a bit, waiting, going. I also get into combat now. So does they, but we're getting rest and we're passed. Then we sleepwalk. Actually, he caged this guy. Then we sleepwalk this guy otherwise if he used cage before, but we sleepwalked it now, spreading out one DPS on one totem, another on another, and me and the healer and the evoker on this one. But with that druid, he's gonna dot them all up, which means we're gonna have to help him a bit. So we fast forward. We are communicating for someone with range kick to kick in general, so if not, they might expect the tank to do it, so you might have to be ready to do it. Now we go and help him, and we go back, and he's dead. What you want to do now is kick the boss when he does the cast. It's fine, there's no rush really to kick it, and dodge ground. It's a bit of delay before the ground actually deals damage, so it's spawning, you realize you stand in it, then you dodge. Alright, don't dodge into an existing puddle though. It does hurt like a truck when it does tick. Moving around, and we fast forward on this place because you can actually pull through the wall. So instead of doing that, we just fast fucking forward. After this, we cage the guy again, and we're on past. Then there's the stalkers on the stairs. He tells me where they are, I open up on them, and we go downstairs, okay? This is 2 witch doctors. Witch doctors do a poison cast, and they also do a hex. Shield bearers, same thing as usual. This is a bit rough. If you don't move whatsoever, the shield bearers won't desync. They will stay synced with their shields. The witch doctors, you want to watch out for double casts. People should live, as long as it's not timed with the stalkers, they should live 1 cast. So, but we are gonna run out of casts here. Even with a monk, maybe because we're not playing perfectly. Don't know. After this, we play more. It is play next pack, then we go middle pack. These are not new mobs. Go middle. We got this. Sorry. Then we go middle pack. I'm chilling because I'm not sure if it means he needs more mana or not. Don't chain anything as long as the swords are up here. I'm not keeping aggro on it very well. Watch out for the Dynaman so he doesn't shoot. That's fine. Deadeye aim. I don't even know. I haven't bothered. The wild trash on Monzumi is the most important thing together with plunges. Frontal charge. Dodge the charge. Nuke Monzumi. When Monzumi is dead, you can chain more swords. Up to that point, just take a Sky Screamer or so. Also, Dynaman Sakisho does a heal, which you would preferably kick. If not, you want to dispel it, but ideally just kick it. Pretty long cast, no rush. As you can see, the Wild Crash is not that big of a deal, but it still hurts. Monzumi is dead, so we're taking these in now, and it's no biggie. It is alles alright. Should be taking the other, I think, as well. No, we're just dumping down during Razan. The Evoker is a bit, I don't know, lost in space and time, so I didn't realize that we're gonna meld it. I don't know. What you can do when he pursues someone is anyone in the group can meld it and he stops pursuing. Bleeds. Here I got the first one dispelled, I think. Second one you could tank with shield wall, maybe a trinket if you have a defensive trinket, then stone form, then dispel. Actually maybe dispel again before that, I'm not sure, but I think actually stone form. Dispel, shield wall. No, it should be dispel, shield wall, dispel, stone form. But you probably might have shield wall up again, so. Gonna go past this, it's a pretty boring boss. Just be behind these pillars. Line of sight, the fear. You usually have the Demon Hunter staying out and getting dispelled. The tail effect doesn't deal damage. Currently at least. We go up to the left. Could think that we're gonna deplete this ship. I stun these and then I actually go in. As long as you're in melee of the augurs, they're not gonna cast. I should just AoE taunt there, kick them and stack them up. We don't really care about the other honor guard's ability, it doesn't hurt much. Watch out for these hardest mechanic in the game, in this dungeon. You can see these eyes glowing up soon. These eyes. Now they're burning. It's gonna start burning soon. Now it's spouting flames, as you can see, and our monk dies. Then someone else dies too. We're chilling. And our DH comes and does some weird tech, and actually our Evoker dies as well. Our evoker and our druid dies as well. I don't know why they... No, sorry. Not our evoker. Our monk and our DH dies. This is at the point where it should have been depleted. I'm not sure what I do now. I still live. Same thing with the augurs here. Fire enchant in general. The priestesses, if you want to kill them quick, you soak the blood puddles. If you are the one that's the transfusion is going on, then they die. I'm doing this pull. Keep on controlling the juggernauts and the augurs. I'm just gonna show the pull as it is. And I will start talking about the boss because there's no new mobs. So the boss works in a way whereas a bit of his health gets... He's casting transfusion. Dependent on if you have the debuff or not. The debuff from a blood puddle, you will either heal or deal damage to the boss. Considering if you are standing, if you are standing, not if you are standing in it, if you have the blood debuff, you will deal damage to him, right? Which is quite a tremendous amount. As long as you do it right, you should only get it 3 times. The blood debuff also deals a tremendous amount of damage to players, in my opinion. This is the same idea with the priestesses. Kill them by being in a blood puddle if you want to, or you can stop the cast from stunning them. Gilded Claws is a debuff which is dispellable. Doesn't deal too much damage. Don't have to worry too much about it. The Spirit of Gold is adds that spawn in intervals of actually don't know, 3 seconds from now. So it's what, 30 or so? It's almost 30. It's actually more than 30, it's like 35. So you want to use a CC that is about 30 seconds long, for example Druid Roots or Incap or whatever. Just watch out to not break them, however. If you want to do this safe, you can always kill the first ad, then CC the next ones. Keep in mind that you can also pick up the puddles a bit early. The debuff lasts for I think 16 seconds. The transfusion lasts for... It's a 5-second cast, I think. It lasts for 5 seconds. So you can pick it up 6 seconds or so before it is planned to start. I think you can also spell deflect 1 cast. Should check the sheet for that. See what he's saying on it. You can stun the ads, charge them, root them. Okay, no. That doesn't work. You have to go here to trigger the last boss event. It's a bit spurgy how we're doing this boss. But as you can see, we still have a pretty good time left considering the fiestas. The amount of time that has been purely wasted. So we start here. The racking pain can be reflected, but it always goes on someone else. It never goes on the tank unless you're the only target viable. Skewer is the tank buster. You want to block these, they are blockable. Soulrend basically almost one-shots DPSers on this key level. Use a defensive to stay alive. When it goes off, they spawn a soul. You can stun these, knock these, vortex. I'm not sure if you can slow them actually, if that's going to affect them in any way. Kill them off before they reach the boss, or you get a massive debuff, I believe. Keep on moving, he spawns spiders at an interval of how long? Every 30 seconds. And I am not sure if he spawns those completely randomly or not. These phase between going big and being small. When they are big, they are looking to go to players. When they are small, they are running around on players. This seems to happen every... They stay big for what, 5 seconds? 4 maybe? 4 or 5 seconds? Okay, it seems to change every 6 or so seconds. Maybe 4 or 6. They're big now. No, they're not big. This is 10. They're small. They were big for 3 or 4 seconds. Then they're small for 6. And they were small for a longer time. Is it when he does the echoes? They're big for about 4 seconds, 5 seconds maybe. They're small for about 6 seconds maybe. 5-6 seconds. They're small for 8 seconds, I think that was. Then it was 6 seconds. Then the big after 6 seconds again. But keep on moving. This way, you know, they line up in a puddle. I'm moving a lot here. I personally believe there's definitely better ways of doing this. It seems... no. Okay. So when he does the echoes of Shadra, I think you would as a tank want to go stand behind the boss to just stack it up a bit better. To not have one in front of you that is just going to be closer to the enemies, to the friends in your group later on. But you can see they position themselves a bit away from the boss. And as long as you move a lot, you'll be quite fine on this boss fight. It can take its time, it should be fine. And that's time key soon enough. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Enjoy.